Listen to this exchange between a medical doctor, and Senator Josh Hawley, who is asking a very basic question.
Can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics.
Absolutely.
So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
can men get pregnant?
Many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
no, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding.
Senator Hawley joins me now. Senator, if this were an Ivy League professor, I'd have only a certain level of surprise or concern. If it were a Supreme Court justice nominee, my concern would go up, and it did, with Ketanji Brown Jackson. But this is a medical doctor. This is actually terrifying when it's coming from supposedly a woman of science.
Oh, and there as an expert, Will, she was called by the Democrats to be an expert on the subject of women's rights and health care, and she can't even say if men can get pregnant. Well, it just shows they have not abandoned this lunacy at all. And let's not forget, just yesterday, Democrats were at the Supreme Court of the United States arguing with a straight face that men ought to be able to play in women's sports. In fact, they were arguing that men have a constitutional right to play in women's sports. This isn't theory. This isn't hypothetical. This is nuts. They're trying to force this on our girls, our daughters, our wives, everywhere. These people are just out of control, and we've got to call them out on it.
It just makes me think it's like an introductory question when you walk into a medical professional's office. Before you ask anything about a screen or a test, ask, hey, can men get pregnant? And from there, decide whether or not you want to accept medical advice. I do want to ask you this, Senator. President Trump came after you hard the other day. This is just a few days ago. He posted on Truth Social. He said the following, which we can put up on the screen. Republicans should be ashamed of the senators that just voted with Democrats and attempting to take away our powers to fight and defend the United States of America. He listed several senators, including you, Senator Josh Hawley. He said should never be elected again. You've changed your vote on the War Powers Resolution now, not voting with those senators. Tell me why you voted the original way and why you changed.
Well, for me, this has always been about ground troops, Will, ground troops into Venezuela, occupying Venezuela. That's not something that I think I would want to do. And listen, I talked to the president, I talked to the Secretary of State, I talked to the Department of Justice. I thank the administration for all of their outreach. And what the Secretary of State said to me very clearly is, we're not doing that. We don't have ground troops in Venezuela. This is not another Iraq. We're not going to occupy Venezuela. And you know what? That's good enough for me.
Okay. There's the answer. Appreciate you answering that, Senator. Appreciate you joining us today as well. Take care.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.